Hello. Hi. Good evening from Chennai. Hi everyone. I'm just going to wait for a few people to join. Hi. Happy Navratri, those who are celebrating.
Yes.
And those who are not, happy festive season because, you know. Hello there. Hi Kumuda. So I'm here with my friend Nilima Shriram, who is, vegan, plant-based whole food chef, and she calls herself the mindful chef. And believe me, we had a session with her last night where she taught us a fantastic recipe of a gajar ki barfi, which I went and promptly relayed to my mother, and I said, "Ma, please ensure you make it. This is the recipe." And she said, "This is too simple, you have to try it." But it's a really, really wonderful recipe. We're going to be sharing all the recipes with the photographs and the method, how to make it very soon after this series is over. But here is Nilima going to teach us yet another recipe today. The interesting thing about Nilima is a culmination of the north of India, the south of India, as well as she's lived a large part of her life across the world, across different corners of the world. So I think she brings to her food these many stories and experiences, and that's really what actually drew me to Nilima in terms of the food. I wanted her to do this series where she would present for us one recipe from her the home that she was raised in, which is in Punjab. She's originally from Punjab and raised in Delhi.
Yes.
And of course she's married to a Tamilian, so she's spent a large part of her life now in Chennai, and she's traveled across the world. So yesterday we got a recipe straight from the hinterland of Punjab. We got gajar ki barfi.
Yes.
Today, Nilima,
Today is going to be my global recipe.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
And keeping the Indian ingredients in mind,
Okay.
and since it's a festival time, and not especially in India, like in North India, people do fast.
Yeah.
So I had to keep those ingredients in mind. And still bring my personal twist and bring it's not even a fusion kind of a thing, but yeah, it's a universal thing. Because
Right.
buckwheat flour is available in India, and buckwheat is called kutuka atta, and kutuka atta is not in north during fasting time
Is
eaten.
Okay.
Yes, and buckwheat is easily available in Russia. So
Oh.
since I studied in USSR those days,
Oh, you did? I
Yes.
didn't know that. Okay, I missed introducing that part of
so I do speak Russian. Me and my husband both speak. That's where we met.
We met. Oh,
Yes.
that's where you guys met. Lovely.
Yeah, so we both speak Russian, and buckwheat is something which is like very widely eaten,
Of course.
and it's a pseudo grain.
Right.
It doesn't come under like 100% millet category. It's a pseudo grain,
Right.
but fantastic for those who are actually having diabetes and
Yeah.
struggling with lifestyle disease. So keeping those points, since I'm a health conscious person and I'm a Sharan associate, yesterday I talked about Sharan.
Sharan,
a little
that's
bit.
right, yeah.
So and it's a festival time, so I had to keep no onion, no garlic in mind as well.
Correct.
And yet make sure that it's a global one,
Yeah.
global recipe. So I'm just going to play around with certain ingredients today.
Yeah. And playing around for Nilima is literally like child's play. I'm just literally just going to watch her. We have a table here full of fantastic ingredients. So Nilima, please take over and I will
Sure.
be your obedient student.
Great. Thank you so much. Since I don't have help today, so you are going to be my sous chef.
Oh my
today.
God.
No, don't worry.
That's a
Don't
lot
worry.
of responsibility.
Don't worry. So what? My hands are washed. I just cleaned before the session. So since I mentioned that it's going to be a buckwheat kutuka atta, buckwheat flour recipe, so we will first make the blinis. Blini is a traditional dish in Russia.
Right.
It's basically eaten with caviar. But here nothing to do with non-veg.
Of course, yeah.
And I will bring my personal twist. So
Okay, interesting.
first thing first, so what I'm going to do is either you can take almond butter or cashew butter. any nut butter is fine, not peanut butter, because peanut butter is very strong,
Right.
and it will dominate this
The
recipe.
flavor, yeah.
And buckwheat actually is very nutty in taste.
Yeah.
So I want buckwheat to be a hero in this
In this,
particular
okay.
recipe. You know, so
Okay.
pancakes are made with buckwheat, and I want buckwheat to be star of the dish. So
Okay.
I've used the cashew butter. Now for the recipe, how to make cashew butter oil free and no preservatives, visit sharan-india.org.
That's
So once you Google sharan-india.org, the website will pop up and lot of recipes are given.
Yeah.
So nut butter recipe is easily
Available there,
available. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just putting like 1 tablespoon of nut butter. So the idea is that I just soften my nut butter with some liquid. So
Okay.
I have used, again, I'm a big fan of local sustainable ingredients. I've used coconut milk. Now, yesterday we spoke about whole food plant-based lifestyle.
That's right.
If coconut milk does not come under whole food plant-based because we have separated the fiber.
Right.
Now, having said that, we don't discard the fiber, you know, whatever the pulp is,
That is remaining, yeah.
remaining.
Mhm.
So what I do is I normally store it and mix it in my chutneys, you know.
Just to add,
yes,
okay.
yeah.
Nice.
So, or you can just mix it with your atta, you know,
Yeah.
some
Literally
fat.
like using every part of.
Absolutely. That's what it is called, whole foods, you know.
Yeah, okay.
Not discarding anything.
Anything.
Yes. So I'm just quickly mixing it.
Yeah.
So it's a small quantity. I could use the blender, but somehow I just feel that I need to show this recipe like from scratch and do it manually.
Okay.
So that you guys can get an idea, you know, in case the mixie or grinder is not there, small quantity, how to do it. So basically it has turned into a paste now. Okay.
Right.
So now I have, again, like I'm a big fan of any veggies going into my pancakes or chapatis or roti.
Absolutely.
Why? Because, you know, today's, what happens is kids have a lot of fuss. Oh, I don't want to eat this
veggies,
vegetable,
right?
that vegetable,
Yeah.
right? So this is the best way to camouflage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, yes. So I have here like 2 to 3 tablespoons of beetroot puree.
Okay.
Yes. So again, beetroot, I steam it with skin on. I do not remove the skin, and I just like put it in the blender,
Yeah.
mixie grinder, and then just make puree out of it.
So yesterday we did carrots and today we are like
Yes.
off the beetroot.
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
So I have added now beetroot, cashew butter, and a little bit of coconut milk. I'm little careful with milk right now because the wet ingredients are done. Now this is my dry ingredient. So I have here buckwheat flour. I have my salt here. It's all measured, so I'm not going to be worried. Like
Yeah.
I'm still adding.
And we'll be
it.
sharing the recipe. with
Yes.
everyone,
So I have baking powder and baking soda in equal proportions, half teaspoon each. So I'm just adding that.
Okay.
And as needed, I will be diluting this with coconut flour.
Okay.
So basically for this quantity, for half a cup buckwheat flour, you will require like quarter cup of coconut milk or maybe a little extra. That's it.
Right,
You know?
okay.
So when I say quarter cup, do you mind showing these cups? These are
Yes.
measuring cups.
Okay,
Yes.
so yeah, we talked about this
Yes.
yesterday, last
Yes.
night. Okay. So, can you all see?
Yes. So
So
these
really
are
cute.
And
Yeah.
these are measuring cups.
Okay.
So these cups, when I say quarter cup, these cups I meant. You know, I
Okay.
do not want you to just take random cup
Yeah,
and say,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
quarter of this and
Okay.
quarter of that. You
Nilima,
know?
do you want to re-explain the tightly thing?
Yes,
and,
yes. So yesterday what happened is when I made the carrot barfi, when I was measuring it, so what I did is I grated the carrot and I stuffed it and I tightly packed it that like there was no longer space, you know,
For it to breathe.
to breathe and or even add more.
Yeah.
So that is called tightly packed.
Yeah.
If I just randomly throw some carrot and it has reached the top and I'm not pressing it at all,
Then it's loosely.
Then it's loosely, yeah, like lightly packed. You know?
Take it a bit easy. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So now when you are making this recipe, always remember, like many people now these days make pancakes at home.
Mhm.
So the batter should look like exactly pancake batter, you know, like dosa batter is slightly loose.
Yeah.
So a little thicker than
Thicker
dosa
than
batter.
dosa batter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just to give
So
a
maybe we can just show people how
Yeah.
this
Once I mix it
looks.
well.
Yeah. Okay.
So now, when I used to be a hardcore non-vegetarian, so when I was living abroad, you know, every pancake recipe
In
will-
Russia,
Yes.
where you were,
There was a
vegan?
question of survival. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So we
obviously,
yeah,
we try to
we-
go vegan at that time.
well, there was no awareness. I was just 19 when I 18 when I
Oh,
left
you were
India.
studying. Okay,
Yes,
okay, right.
yes. So yeah, and yeah, like we were not even like close to vegetarian those
I know,
days.
I know.
You know, whatever we could find in the canteen, we'll just eat that.
Yeah.
So life was very different over there.
And how has this transformative journey been for you, Nilima? Just kind of.
It has shaped my life.
Yeah.
Today, thanks to that exposure, I am what I am today.
Right.
You know, so I'm very
Yeah.
grateful to my parents. I'm grateful to the universe that it has given me the opportunity to experience a new world, new culture. Those days it was like USSR, a very socialist environment, and like people believed in sharing, and it was a very different world, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like so. Now, believe it or not,
Fabulous.
yeah, so it looks like as if I have added some kind of binding agent, but look how beautiful it looks. This is the consistency I am looking at. Now, I have turned my this thing on, induction stove. Now, I have a cast iron here. Now, cast iron is treated one. There is no oil at all.
Yeah.
So, if you have a treated seasoned cast iron,
Right.
you actually, all you need is, which this I've been using since like I made one batch already.
Okay.
So all I had to do is I just took the potato and then I sprinkled some water and I started just rubbing it. So now whatever sugars you have either in potato or in onions, that gets coated nicely
On the cast iron.
on the cast iron.
And that becomes like the, oh yeah.
It works like an oil.
We also do that.
Yes, yeah.
It works wonders.
Exactly.
Right?
So you
Yeah.
don't need to pour oil.
Like a coating.
Now, it's like a coating, and it's oops. Hope all well.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. So all well. Here, so I just like coat it. So I'll just increase the temperature so that we can finish it fast.
Yeah.
And all I need is like I'm just like using the Indian technique of testing the temperature. You know.
Absolutely.
So since it's an induction
I
commercial
mean, it's
one.
interesting that I didn't know that the induction stove was able to take the cast iron.
Well, it is induction safe, so you can easily work with that.
Okay.
So I'm just taking a deeper spoon and just dollop, you know, like one dollop here
Okay.
and one dollop here. Like it's a blini, it's a mini pancake, you know.
Right.
Yeah. It shouldn't be like very big.
Right.
So I'm just going to make 4, not too much. And all I need to do is just cover it with a lid, and you will see it will start to create bubbles.
Bubbles,
So
yeah.
that is the indication. Now I don't want my bottom to be burnt.
Yeah.
So I'm reducing the temperature.
Yeah.
At home, if you are using
Like
the gas stove,
Yeah.
just regulate the
Yeah,
temperature.
yeah,
you know?
accordingly.
Yeah. So it's as simple as that. So this is number 1 recipe. It's the base of today's dish.
Okay.
So I have
Oh.
created a base.
Okay.
And after that I will create a topping, and then I will have a garnish, which is going to be the sour rice.
So it's like a layered dish.
layered dish. And
Fantastic.
bite size so that you can enjoy. And keeping Navratri festival in mind. So far I have not added anything extra or wrong which is not allowed during fasting.
Fasting.
time.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
you know, like everybody knows that kuttu ki roti banti hai or puri banti hai, or like you make puris or you make roti or
Yeah.
chapati
Yeah.
during or parantha, you know,
Yeah.
deep fried one.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, global cuisine, something different, something new, and people will enjoy during fasting time, you know.
And would you call this dish light, Nilima?
It's absolutely light.
Light, okay.
Yeah, absolutely light.
Okay.
So I'll just increase a little bit and yeah, use this.
Just test.
Yeah.
Just gonna ask people if they have any questions.
So yeah, like. Yeah, meanwhile, if any questions, So
If you
today we
have
might
any
take a little
questions.
longer than 25 minutes. Is it okay?
That's fine.
Yeah. Any questions popping up?
Yeah, if there are any, please feel free to ask us any questions. So Lima will be happy to answer them all.
Yeah. So I can see the bottom part is now becoming like brown and nice. So I'm just flipping it. Oh, it's broken. Okay. I think I forgot to bring the spatula from the kitchen.
Yeah, I can help
So
you.
can the first drawer? Yeah,
Sure.
next to the stove. So yeah, like if you guys have any questions, you can ask me. Like my other phone is little too far, so I cannot reach. Yeah, so now I have added beetroot. In case you do not have beetroot, what are other options, right? You can add spinach, you can add kale. Just make a raw puree into your mixie blender and just use that, okay? And just like 2 to 3 tablespoons. So be mindful, do not add any liquid. You add only 1 or 2 tablespoons of water or coconut milk just to get the puree, out of it. And yes, thank you so much. So she got me.
This is literally me becoming familiar with Lima's kitchen.
I really appreciate it. Yes. So we broke one, but you got the idea.
Yes,
This is-
absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah.
So this is how it is done. Do you mind opening this one? Yeah. And give me that white platter. This one? Yes, please. Yes. Thank you. So I prepared ahead of time. So I'm just going to place them here. I like number 5. Okay. For some reason.
Yeah.
And that's it. So this is done. Now I'm going
now
to
moving on to the
moving on to
second.
yeah. So it will be very easy for you guys to remove it. Now this is done. Now I'm going to saute my veggies. Now during Navratri time, what happens is, like again, the vegetable intake is minimum. This one. That's it. See, my sous chef is like working.
Action, yeah.
Thank you so much, Akila. And we need this one. Yes, please. The entire plate. Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Most welcome. Don't
Awesome.
thank me. I'm happy to do this.
So again, like my skillet is heating, so I'm increasing the temperature. So the first blini, the pancake, the base is ready. Now we are going to saute our veggies. Now keeping Navratri festival in mind, we do not consume lot of vegetables, during fasting time. Why? The idea is to keep the stomach light and whatnot. So, are there any questions?
Yeah, she says to repeat the whole thing. I'm just telling her it will be saved on IGTV.
Yes, please.
And you can please watch it there.
Yeah.
Okay? Or you can watch it on Nilima's page, or you can go to the Alap page and watch it. Yeah?
So here I have not added any garlic. Normally what happens is when you are making Mediterranean veggies, the first thing
you do
is
is like garlic.
Yeah. So I'm not sauteing because no onion, no garlic during Navratri season.
Okay.
So I'm just like heating my pan and adding zucchini and the red bell pepper. Since green chilies are allowed, so bell peppers are like capsicum is family, green chili family. So I thought why not, and zucchini, like bottle gourd is allowed, so zucchini is again that same family, the Gujarat family.
Yeah.
So I thought why not, I just use these 2 vegetables and they are bright and looking very, very pretty. So now to soften these vegetables, what I have done is I am just going to add salt. Now salt, what it does is it just starts to leave the moisture very easily and very quickly, and it will not stick to your pan. Guys, did you notice I have not added a drop of oil? Yes. Okay. Why? Because in Sharan, I turned it off. Yes. I don't want to take chances.
Okay.
Yeah. So in Sharan we have, like as I said,
It smells so good.
Yes.
Already.
See, it's just like
the flavor of the
vegetables itself.
Yes,
That's it.
Oh
you
my
know.
God, people, I'm not joking. Really, the aroma is
It's
fabulous.
mind blowing. See,
Yeah.
already vegetables have softened up because the moment you add salt, what happens is it starts to leave the moisture.
Right.
Now I'm adding 2 more ingredients. One is black pepper and one is dried oregano. Since
Right.
it's a Mediterranean
Yeah, this
veggie,
one had the
yeah,
oregano.
and normal days I would take balsamic vinegar and add, but it's Navratri time, so I'm avoiding that. So I'm just taking apple cider vinegar. I do not recommend or suggest any synthetic vinegars, and because they are full of chemicals, and we at Sharon always
Very
remember,
particular about that,
very
yeah.
particular about that, you know.
Right.
So if you like missed yesterday's session, I urge you to watch and understand what is Sharon philosophy, why I'm saying certain things. It may not make sense right now.
Yeah, we talked about it last night.
Yes.
So please do watch the session because it was very interesting, and that's really set the context of these 2 sessions that we're going to be doing today, and tomorrow we have one more really interesting
Yes.
one.
Since today's recipe is little long, so I'm going to focus on recipes.
On the
so that
recipe,
yes.
yes.
So I'm adding some apple cider vinegar here. Again, like it's a homemade thing. Believe it or not, I can make apple cider vinegar.
Oh, it's
at
homemade
home.
apple cider vinegar.
Homemade apple cider vinegar. Now this one is lighter in color. You can keep it this way, or you can add a little bit of soy sauce also.
Okay, so to give it that.
Yeah, so I'm going to now, I made it ahead of time,
Okay.
but now I'm tempted to mix both because both will look very pretty, you know.
Yeah.
So my veggies are like al dente. When you say al dente, basically they are cooked, but they're still like crunchy.
Still have the crunch, right?
Yes,
The rawness.
exactly. So yeah,
And Nilima, what is your take on raw foods? Like you talk about like how one must include one raw food like
Is a must.
Is a must, right?
Yes.
Every day or every day?
Every meal, every meal. Why? Because what happens is when you cook food, see, when you eat raw, let's start with that. When you eat raw, nature has designed
Right.
that way, you know.
Right.
And fire was invented,
Right.
so is cooking.
Right. Okay.
And what happens is, like, there should be a balance, you know.
Correct.
Like, if you eat too much of cooked food, what happens is in raw food, the enzymes are still alive. They're called live food. That has life.
Right.
If you take the apple, keep it on the countertop, and let it sit for 2-3 weeks, gradually it will shrink and rot.
Right. Of
Right.
course. Yeah.
Burger, if you keep it, what happens?
Yeah.
It will not rot.
Do not wrong.
It will not rot.
Oh.
It will not rot. The patty will remain like that.
The same.
It's
Oh.
processed.
Processed.
It's processed, right?
Oh right.
And-
And that's
and-
why like you keep bread like oh
Yes,
okay. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
They will add tons and tons of chemicals, you know, preservatives to increase the shelf life. So we stay away from those things, you know, which is man-made. Whatever nature has made, you embrace that.
Yeah, yeah.
Having said that, now we live in South India. Here the culture of eating fresh food is also there,
Also
right?
there, yeah.
Now there is a philosophy again in Ayurveda also they
That
say
you don't even
that,
put stuff
that
in the-
after 3 hours, you know, the food starts to develop certain properties which are not
Not good for us.
yeah. Now, cooked food again, it kills all the enzymes, and you do not benefit from that. You know? So, having a balance. So my ratio is like 50-50. 50% of salad, raw food, in any like way you know you
That
want
you
to
can,
eat.
yeah.
And 50% of cooked food. Now, grains, small quantity is must because people say, oh, carbs, carbs,
Yeah,
carbs.
yeah.
Stay away. Nothing like it. You must eat small
Your
quantity
carbs.
of carbs. Grains, small quantity. Now, stay away from all polished rice,
Yeah, of course.
maida and whatnot, all refined flours, and go towards the whole food,
Yeah.
you know, whole wheat and whatnot, right?
That's right.
So now the veggies are looking
veggies look
really
fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm just mixing the first batch and the
It's
second batch.
unbelievable. They have this shimmer,
Yes.
almost like
Oil.
they've been oil, but
Can you
unbelievable that they're
see? This is
without
what
oil. Okay.
people don't believe in our cooking, and they say, "Oh my God, you guys eat what grass? Your life is boring." Actually, it's not.
Ghas
you know?
poos, yeah.
Ghas poos.
I've like had to deal with that for a long time.
Yeah. So now I'm going to
Dress
just
up
like
the-
dress up my base, the
Yeah.
blinis, accessorize it.
Lovely.
So I'm just like topping it with this colorful veggies. And I'm not breaking any fasting rules, huh? And
Right.
see, in down south, people visit like during Golu time. So you also have like quite a bit of like food prepared for the guests, you know, and offer them.
Right.
And this is a great and like
Yeah, such a
option, you know,
fantastic, yeah.
simple, easy,
Absolutely.
and quick.
Yeah.
Like trust me, I don't believe in spending too much time in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like whatever I can do it in jiffy.
Really,
it's
Nilima?
wonderful.
But except that you spend little time and like whip up a storm, right? Like a huge.
I think it's because like I'm very passionate about what
And
I'm
you must
doing.
be so quick.
I'm getting better. Can I have the biggest?
This one?
Yes, blender. Yeah. So now I'm going to show how to make quick and easy sour cream. So I'm just going to.
Okay, sour cream. Oh.
1 second, just like maybe you want to talk. I just want to remove
Yeah,
this.
absolutely. I'm going to just ask people if they have any questions. Feel free to ask any questions. Yeah, if you have any questions, then that will be saved on Nilima IGTV. We also have a session tomorrow. Yes. Could you please do like look at that? Better?
No, something went wrong. Just a second.
No problem.
Okay. So maybe I will take this one to my kitchen
And blend it and bring it back.
or maybe no. I'll just do it here. Yeah. Yes. Perfect. So I had soaked my cashews and I'm just going to take the cashews here. So sour cream basically is made with cashews only. They are rich. Again, like how much of fat we consume, all the details are given on Sharan website. And we do conduct a lot of cooking workshops. You can attend one of cooking workshops to understand how the whole food plant-based life
I mean, that's
works.
how I met Nilima.
Yes.
So I attended one of her workshops at Spirit of the Earth.
Yes.
Which is also a fantastic store. that
Absolutely.
Everyone must visit and sort of change your eating pattern, right?
Yes,
Like the
yes.
rice that you eat. Yeah.
Yes, and they have variety of
They have
rice,
such a
like, and
fantastic
all
variety.
organic,
Yeah.
and they are working for a cause which I really appreciate.
Absolutely,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. So here I've added into my blender the cashews which were soaked. Now lemon juice and apple cider vinegar
Okay, that goes in as well.
that goes in it as well, and salt. I have quite a bit of salt here. So I'm adding half the quantity. We'll taste it and see how it goes. And I need some water. What water is here?
Okay.
Water is here. So I just want to make it little loose, and maybe I'll add water some more little later.
New brand and it's very very brand and it's
Sorry for the noise, guys. Perfect. So I just need to now dilute it. It looks great.
Oh, yum.
Yes, it is yum. My favorite. My children love it.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's it. All I need to do is just take the spoon and no, I'm like, yes, I'm just going to actually taste it before I
Add it to the
add it, you know, on the top. I just need salt.
to add it more salt.
Yeah. Salt and lemon juice. Yes, please. Thank you. And I'll not blend it, I'll just mix it this way.
Okay.
And and that's about it.
So, what do you call this dish, Nilima? Do you have like a name for it?
Yes, blingy with veggies and sour cream.
Okay.
So I'm
Is
just
it like a family favorite?
kind of, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Like
Like
the sour cream that you made today, Nilima, you have a bunch left, right? So can you just store it?
Yes, I can store it and it will last for 1 week provided my kids have not touched it.
And what else do you use it for?
You make nachos. You can drizzle on top. Any Mexican dish, you need sour cream.
Okay.
Yes, and it all depends like which dish I'm making. You can add more water. Like today, I added extra water because I really wanted this
It to
one.
be a bit.
Yeah, bit
Yeah.
like the veggies need that little
Yeah.
bit of citrus stuff, which will cut the heaviness
Yeah.
of this dish.
Of the dish. Okay.
Yes, so
Right.
sour cream will really work. So
Okay.
here I've got some basil,
Okay.
and I'm just going to garnish that.
Oh, how
And-
beautiful it
And
looks.
before we eat, maybe one click or maybe later. Yeah, we can
Yeah.
take picture later.
We can, I can even taste it.
Yeah. No, we must taste. We must taste.
Sorry, people who are watching. I will watch. I'm really sorry. But it's so easy. I'm sure all of you can easily try.
So
And, like I said, try it. Tag us, tag Nilima.
Yes.
And let the community like grow, right? That's really how communities grow. So
Oh, it would be awesome if you guys really make this dish.
Yeah,
It
try
is
it.
very simple. The way you saute your veggies at home,
yeah.
you know, like there's like no rocket science here. Absolutely no rocket science, you know. Yes.
You know, Nilima, I was just thinking that this can also be like replicated on on a millet, like a little dosa, right?
Absolutely. You got it right, you know. Like,
How we reinterpret, and this is like a millet dosa is like regularly available in my home.
right.
So when
Stuff it with veggies.
stuff it with veggies.
Yes.
Yeah, and then dress it up with sour cream.
Absolutely.
And then like
See, you got it. See, this is what I believe in. You know, when my recipe is just a springboard, you know.
correct,
And
for
then
our imagination.
for your imagination. And then get creative. Come up with your own signature dishes, you know.
So without much ado,
yes.
Oh my god. It's amazing. Especially the buckwheat.
Uh-huh.
It's so flavorsome.
Yes.
And the crunch of the vegetables
Uh-huh.
and the sour cream. Oh my god, the sour cream is just like fabulous.
It just builds
Yeah.
everything, right? Comes together.
I said this yesterday, I'm going to repeat it about the singular and the collective. I
Uh-huh.
think it's about each dish having like an identity of its own.
Yes.
And then coming together beautifully. As like I always say, like how life must be. We all have individual identities, but we
Yes.
come together to share and celebrate.
Yes.
And I really hope that this series is really that, a celebration of the power of the singular and the collective,
You are so bang on right, you know, like this is what I believe in, that, you know, like end of the day we are all one. you
Yeah.
know, we are all one.
Yeah.
We have our own individual identity and
Yeah.
uniqueness.
Yes.
But when we come together, you know,
Yeah.
like we
And I think it's important that we meet more people like Nilima who are mindful about what they eat, about the way they live their lives, what they inject into their systems, and see how we can. We don't have to drastically, like I keep, like every time I run with Nilima, I think about myself, I think about things that I do, and I say, okay, I can't change overnight, because for some people to make shifts overnight is hard.
Yes.
But I think we can take small steps. We can cut out one thing. We can, include something else that we've not been doing, and try and, slowly kind of get there and be mindful. And I think like what Nilima said yesterday was chew your food, drink your food, and eat your water. I think
Yes.
that's also something that we all need to repeat and be really conscious about. Thank you, Nilima, for this fantastic dish and for this generous sharing. And tomorrow we have yet another dish. And
yes. And tomorrow, yes, I want to keep it a surprise.
Okay.
And it
I
will
think
be
we're coming home tomorrow.
Yes.
We will be returning to Chennai, a
Yes.
dish from South India,
Dish
Tamil
from-
Nadu.
Yes,
I
yes.
suppose.
I want to keep respect all the farmers, all the local ingredients in mind, and I will just play with the recipe.
Fantastic. Thank you again. Thank you to those who watched. Thank you to those who will watch. I urge you, those who did not watch the session yesterday, please to take 25 minutes of your time, even when you wake up in the morning, your children have gone to sleep, or you're just kind of hanging out, you're in the car, just to listen, because there are a lot of valuable tips that Nilima shared yesterday, which we could all adapt into the way we live our lives and the food that we eat. Thank you again, and happy Navratri again, and good night from Chennai, good evening to those from other parts of the world, good day to people from.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.
Thank you.